I got Sara Modi here, and she's been going through, during this quarantine period, she's been going through this whole journaling exercise and learning about it and the benefits of it. So I figured it'd be great to have her on to tell us a little bit about the benefits of it, because right now a lot of people are going through some struggles mentally, emotionally. So what have you learned about journaling that is really beneficial for you?
I am a big believer in journaling. I think when I look at how journaling has helped me in the past, it has actually helped me through cancer. It has helped me through divorce. It's led me to, write a book. I got my book published out of my journal entries. So there was a lot of positive things that came out of journaling. And journaling, it's been proven, there's a lot of studies being done that journaling reduces stress and anxiety and depression. And when we reduce a lot of these things like chronic depression and stress, we actually boost our immune system. Journaling helps to regulate our emotions, which I think is key during this time, because we have all these new heightened emotions, and we have anxiety that's anxiety that maybe we didn't know we had. It's all starting to come to the surface. It improves your overall well-being. I also have, it helps you achieve your goals and helps with self-empowerment. So these positive things can come out of journaling. It's about taking your fears and putting them on paper and kind of getting them out, right? And then when you start to journal over the course of a week, and then 2, and then 3. The power of journaling is not just you taking your anxieties out onto paper. It's actually, the magic is done when you reread your journal entries and you begin to see patterns and identify and connect and find links in your behaviors. Or maybe it's a trigger. Maybe it's the same repetitive feeling you're having at a certain time of the day. So I think journaling gives you a private outlet to be raw, not to be judged. And it's a free flow of just getting these things out on paper and then re-examining them in kind of a private, safe, kind of comfort.
So how often should you be reviewing your journal entries?
Studies have shown that 15 minutes a day is kind of the magical time to kind of get that flow started. If you can do more, that's great. But they say 15 minutes. And I would say just look at a week. Look at a good week. What does your week look like? Monday to Sunday. What does your week look like? You're looking at your work week. You're looking, and even if it's, I'm feeling anxious right now, taking that time to write down, I feel anxious. This is why. I noticed it happened after maybe you had a conversation with a colleague, or, so we go through emotions, we go through them, we suppress them, we let them kind of let it go. Journaling says, well, don't let it go. Let's write it down. Let's examine it. Let's process it. Let's get to the root of it. And it's finding the root of your problems, your anxieties, that you can create that change.
And is there a difference between writing it or typing it, or it's the same thing?
Taking the time to write, that slowing down process, that is actually the key. Typing doesn't really have the same effect as holding a tangible, object in your hand. And you can take your journal to your bed, you can put it in your purse, you can take it to work. So there's a little bit of that accessibility, that when you're needing at that moment to jot something down or write that positive message or that positive compliment even someone gave you, it's accessible. You're more likely to write something down than you are to go on your computer, log on, type it out.
You mentioned a lot of things here, and I really appreciate, having gratitude. The attitude of gratitude helps you feel more gracious, helps you feel more happy because you're grateful. Even writing down your problems, it's acknowledging what is stressing you out. And once you can acknowledge something, you can take responsibility for it, or you can kind of pass it off to something else once you've acknowledged what it is, instead of the unknown, which is causing you the anxiety. Are there any suggestions for, when you should be writing things down, or should you time block a certain time, like before bed or something like that? Or is there any other things to kind of remind us to, journal?
So there is really no right or wrong. I think the main thing I want to say is start. And it starts with a pen and paper. It starts with a beautiful notebook. It starts with even post-it notes. It's about finding something and starting. And everyone's different. I like to journal at nighttime because it gives me a chance to look at my whole day and write about my whole day. What happened today? What did I see? Did I get a beautiful compliment? Did I win a prize? Did I learn a new recipe? And how did I feel when I made that recipe and then I ate it? And at least it's kind of neat. Now's the time, we have time, and you're kind of recording a moment in history of the things you've done. And I would say cultivate some time. 15 minutes is, like I said, a magic number. Light some candles, put on a music, get yourself a nice glass of wine. Create that space to inspire you. Once you put the pen on the paper and you just start writing whatever comes to your mind, that right and left part of your brain, they get activated. The creativity comes out. You start to analyze what you've written. So you've got the creative and the logic. They're both being activated. And it's that free flow. It will come. And you don't need to judge, am I writing right? Have I got periods and grammar? No one's looking at it. No one's correcting anything. So I think that's the beautiful thing about journaling, is there really is no right or wrong. Just be kind to yourself and just write.
I've done some journaling myself, and I've gone back to look at older entries,
Yes.
and it's all over the place. Like, there's no structure or anything, and it's even hard for me to understand where I was going with all of this. So is there, should we have some structure in our journals? Like, should we talk about, what we're thankful for, and then like what stressed me out, and what, things like, is there a structure of how you should get those thoughts out to help you through the thought process of what you should be journaling about?
For me, I call myself the journal junkie. I have a dream journal. I have a finance journal. I actually have a gratitude journal. I have a self-reflection journal, almost like a diary where I'm just journaling about my day. And then if I have a moment of I want to record 3 things of gratitude, I have a gratitude journal that I write in. Like I said, I have a dream journal, which is completely separate. There's no right or wrong. It's what resonates with you. So whether you're like me and you love having all these different journals and having them organized depending on what I need at that moment, that's one thing. Or if you just get a regular notebook and that's your journal and you just date it and throw things in, or you get a beautiful birthday card and something's written in there and you want to throw that in your journal. And this is a time for us now to take this time to discover, who are you? Who are you?
If you're kind of in a couple or in a family situation, is there journaling as a family, or is there any way where you can kind of get your thoughts out together?
A lot of journal therapy, people that are going through something major, like, there's people that have had drinking problems, or sort of certain disorders, depression, suicide. They will actually journal in groups. So they actually come together, they discuss their feelings as a group. So maybe that's something you can do as a family. Everyone comes up with a different topic to journal about, right? When this is over, what's the first thing we're going to do? Let's write about it. Or what's the thing we've learned most about this pandemic? Or what did we learn about ourselves during the pandemic?
I think that's also very important when you said, it's really self-reflecting and being self-aware. And until you are aware of where you are, it's hard to get to where you want to go if you don't know where you are now. We all have dreams and have goals and stuff like that, but if we don't know or haven't accepted where we are, it's hard for us to take the actions necessary to get where we want to be. So those are all great tips and suggestions. And
yes, and if anyone has any questions or anything they want me to expand on, let me know, and maybe we can do this again.
Yeah, we'll have your contact in right below, and we'll see you in the next one.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks for joining us.